Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for another Let's Play in history, and we're gonna go for it. Yeah, and continue finishing talking about the election of 1880, which, sorry about that. I took forever even trying to explain about. I'm telling you, it's a complicated election in a lot of ways because a lot of these elections from here on out are going to be about pretty much a lot of the same things, and really just trust in the government and trust in foreign affairs as well, and the claws.
A skilled lumberjack like the San can clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go. Both to finally do away with clock.
Why does he have the most?
His twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Seems so silly. Okay. That's right, I didn't grab anything because I'm silly. Northern Lights.
So here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's flip is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bisson. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his flip.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean Bisson. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my...
The polls would probably have Hancock with pretty sizable lead, not like, oh my god, maybe a 2 or 3 point lead. In certain states, he's probably going to have at least a 2 or 3 point lead as well. That's what I'm trying to find. Oy. Trying to make this entire recording situation a little bit better. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. I think I can hear myself a little bit better. Oh. And of course, the normal campaigning that's going on, Chester A. Arthur, and a lot of people I think were... Well, here's a big problem with Republicans, I would say. The biggest issue is that a lot of their candidates are relative unknowns in comparison. And they chose these people consciously, I think, because it's either we choose Republican candidates that people don't like old guy with the beard, Samuel Chase, I think, or I don't know. I'm getting my candidates mixed up at this point. How do I get up there? But I think there was a lot of distrust, and Republicans were still seen as a bit of a radical party, and they wanted to really shed that specific image. So they tried out these guys who are considered moderates to conservative, progressive, wink-wink candidates. Seriously, how do I... I have no earthly idea how I'm supposed to get up there. That's literally the only way I can think of. Unless I'm a silly boy, and there's gotta be a specific way to get up there. We'll try this one more time. If we can't get up there from here. Okay, I didn't want that to happen. So I didn't see any of those rock climbing launching things.
It's good to see my Kane upgrade perform so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
So by the time the election rolls around, things are looking positively for Democrats, who are running at least a semi-well-known candidate.
This place is very
The Bear. Not to be confused with the FX show.
putting out a slight radio signature.
Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god, these people, I swear. Okay. By the time the election rolls around, though, Republicans get a sizable oh lordy, sorry people.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while.
Where are my next photo ops? Ugh. Election rolls around, and things start shifting and changing. Basically, whatever worked for the Republican Party worked because they were actively. It seems like they were actively trying to become more of that moderate party, which worked out in their favor. A lot of people started coming back to them, which I would say I'll put it this way: the mixture of the third parties coming in really did not help Democrats. This was a pretty high turnout voting election, and I mean, enough so that if there was an exceptionally high voter turnout, that this would only hurt Democrats, really more than anything else, I think, because that means a lot more of those people are going to be going towards third-party candidates, and regardless, this was not going to be an election that was going to favor Democrats to a certain degree.
Okay, that should do it.
Republicans would quote-unquote fortify certain elections, would make things a little bit more contested on top of that. And I think the final results are ultimately a reflection of that. Chester A. Arthur wins, 214 electoral votes to Scott's 155. Popular vote being exceptionally close, like the single closest popular vote in the history of this country.
That's the battery charger, but where's the battery arpeggios coming
It was literally separated by about 2,000 votes in terms of the popular vote. Dang it.
Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. I was right. The entrance is
Of course, you got padlock with a Canadian lock. Those damn Canucks.
Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, John. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye. I'll boast the clockwork talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who might kid me? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk
And
about
pretty much this election was decided by swing states, which I'm pretty sure Republicans actively targeted. A lot of the Midwestern states, Pennsylvania, New York. In particular, it was Pennsylvania and New York that were the ones that really swung this election. Honestly, hell, you take Pennsylvania out, and you just get a repeat of the previous election to a certain degree, where it's just heavily contested. But in those two states in particular, Republicans ultimately ended up getting all those votes in those particular states. I think Virginia was the one where it was heavily contested in.
However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you
I know Pennsylvania was decided by about 20,000 votes or something crazy like that. New York was also decided by about 15 to 20,000. When I mean this was the closest election, it wasn't even close. You know, outside of a couple of these smaller states, like Mississippi, as an example, where it was abundantly clear they're voting for the Democratic candidate. Pretty much every single state were within about 10,000 votes of each other. That's what I mean specifically by this election being heavily contested. But ultimately, after some irregularities were largely figured out to be maybe not, who knows, it does seem like at the very least Republicans had, relatively speaking, fairly won this election. I don't know how you didn't see me, fool, but okay. Still heavily contested, though, because, you know, that's just how electioneering goes, and how people are just like, they're fraudulent, they're not fraudulent, yeah, you know.
wild bears in the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you can snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bison's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
Ingenious, Bentley. Let's go bother some bears.
Well, radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice.
in mind?
Beautiful. I do appreciate missions like this in these Sly Cooper games because they're fun, they're a little different, pretty interesting. Hmm. Okay, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that this is where I can do that. I don't know how that doesn't wake him up, but whatever. Now, the next election, 1884. No. Crap. Are you... Do I have to do this whole thing over again, though? That's the question. You've got to be fucking... Admittedly, I'm a little pissed right now. Pretty pissed. Is it so hard just to ask for, you know, if I'm like, you know, maybe 2 inches away, that maybe I just, you know, get it. But no, 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 no. This game has to be not like that at all. No, 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 no. Okay, anyways, the election of 1884 is between the Republican candidate James G. Blaine with his running mate, Mr. John Logan, and then the Democratic candidate Grover Cleveland with his running mate, Mr. Thomas A. Hendricks. A lot of things are going on. Background for this information was Garfield was assassinated. Chester A. Arthur was implemented and ascended to the presidency.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
Oh, come on. I'm about to chuck my fucking controller, people. I'm really gonna break this. I'm gonna chuck my controller. I will go back. I'm gonna break this. I'm at a loss of words right now. I love this game, but right now this game is really, really, really pissing me off. I will go back the long way just to avoid this nonsense. Wait, can I go back the long way? It's actually a good question. Yes, I think I can go back the long way. Anyways, as I was rudely interrupted by just a very, very bad gameplay mechanic. Or buggy gameplay mechanic. Chester A. Arthur ascends to the presidency. He's not popular. A lot of these people know that he's an installed candidate. People are not dumb, I'll put it that way. And Republicans with no real other option, because they don't want to bring Arthur back, because he's kind of just a non-starting loser.
Only you could have pulled that off.
Um,
I'll fill you in on the next step.
and I'll be fair, I don't think Arthur wants to come back in. He's not in good health. And had a very tumultuous 2.5 to 3 years as the president. Come on. Don't you dare screw me in this game. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Thank you. And I think Republicans needed someone different, someone new. Although the problem is that they didn't have anyone new. They basically had to choose James G. Blaine, who's the Republican Party equivalent of, I think, Hillary Clinton. And pretty much he won the nominating process almost by default as a result. Again, no real strong Republican candidates were able to come forward. Beautiful. Okay. I thought there was a log there. Where am I supposed to go? I really... God. Where am I supposed to go? So, I'm supposed to go up there. I guess I could climb that. Oh. Good Lord. Which would then get me up into this building. Oh, come on. Yes, this game is starting to raise my blood pressure. Okay. Just gotta breathe. Oh, you forgot. I mean, sure, it makes sense because it's icy. I get it, but... Come on, give a brother a break. See, now there we go. This is more like it. Oh, you've got to. Is there any way to climb up that? Actually, now I think about it, though. There we go. This mission is taking 10 times longer than I had hoped. I'm probably gonna die. Unless this guy's gonna give me some health. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What? What? This is the single most infuriating mission, I kid you not, of this entire... one of the few times I'm going to curse a fucking game. Like, I can't with this fucking game right now. Oh, Lord. I'm truly, wholeheartedly, like, fucking upset right now. Words cannot describe my fury and my clear frustrations with this game. Oh, now you don't want to slide? Watch, I don't get hit a single time during this attempt. I'm gonna be kind of pissed, to be honest with you. Anyways, this election in 1884, because you're here for the history, not me crying like a 5-year-old child, is a complicated one too, and Republicans just kind of shot themselves in the foot numerous times during this this particular election cycle. And it's kind of the same things that were happening with, I would say, with like the Whigs in the back half of their existence to a certain degree. Oh, come on. I can't tell you how many times I'm hitting circle and it's literally just not latching on. Why there? Makes sense, game. Why here? Whatever, this mission's done. I'm brokenhearted right now. Don't know why I just did that. Really don't know why I did that. And for whatever it's worth, based off of Grover Cleveland's military record and just record in general, One thing Grover Cleveland, as the Democratic presidential nominee, does have is at least an attempt to really fortify and stop corruption. And despite numerous allegations, mainly of sexual assault, that are going to be prevalent during this entire campaign, some that are pretty much just not even spoken about. But when I talked about Grover Cleveland, he had the big sexual assault thing, which, some modern historians, I would say more conservative types, were like, well, he had every single justification, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, well, he probably did do it. She's also probably crazy at the same time, but he probably did do it. And his actions, I think, post presidency and post, let's say, relationship with the girl, which did lead to a child, I believe, don't lead me to kind of. He probably did it. Let's just be honest. Definitely didn't help Grover Cleveland, but I think a lot of people were basically like, we would rather have this alleged rapist, sexual assaulter versus this really do nothing kind of evil politician who's going to do more damage than good for the sake of the country. I think that's how a lot of these sides were being drawn for the most part.
Industrial laser is used to cut through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with
And
your help,
ironically, this just seemed like Republicans were kind of in a tailspin to a certain degree. In particular, the biggest states that they would lose, Republicans, would be New York, ironically. That being one of the big states that actually... Oh, God, come on. We will play it safe. Okay, what am I doing? Laser redirection. Am I not supposed to be seen? Or am I allowed to be seen? That's the question. We'll play it safe, though. I think I'm supposed to go over there. There we go. Give me your stuff. Oh, God. Well, that would have ended really badly.
you got it. The laser's been redirected out the window. Now to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
Crystals?
I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
How do... Okay, whatever. Ah, God. This part's gonna be an hour long just purely because of that one stupid mission. Ugh. It is what it is. But this election is a lot of things in 1884. God, it sounds bad, but you could probably put a much more modern, I guess, allegory to it. Or comparison to, say, the 2016 election in a lot of ways. Obviously, I'm not saying Trump's a rapist or that, anything like that. I'm just mainly pointing out, like, a lot of people probably think an establishment do nothing kind of malicious candidate versus this outsider who, bare minimum, is just going to be something a little bit different. Because Grover Cleveland was a real outsider, and a lot of people, especially within the Democratic Party, I think were a little skeptical of him in terms of whether he could actually do it, although he probably seemed like the candidate. And in fact, I'd probably say polls would have had him down by like 5 or 6 points, decisively so. At least enough to be like, I don't know, I don't think this guy's got it, you know. Get out of here, bro. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Where the hell? Oh, laser's way over there. I'm way off base. Yeah, Bear, get him. Get him, Bear. Some of these missions are just really tedious. I swear. Get out of here with that, bro. Miss me with that. Really? You have something in your back pocket. The only good thing coming out of all... I think this game's just messing with me right now. I swear every single time I'm pressing circle and it's just not reacting, and I'm just like, bro, the hell. Okay, let's try again. This time I'm gonna be like right there. Yep. Oh my god. No, 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 no. You know what? I do remember that this was my least favorite level. And now I remember exactly why it was. It's because of stuff like this. This is just not a well-designed level. This is by far one of the weaker levels and points in this game that really, pretty pissed right now. Well, now we have a freaking woolly mammoth.
Something else is coming out of the
For some reason.
I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for that. He's back in the deep freeze.
Well, anyways, each state was going to be actually a lot more contested. I think, in particular, a lot of those swing states that I always allude to that are always prominent. And understand a lot of things are happening too. California is becoming a much more rising population type of state, so they're becoming a bit of a electoral need, I guess you could say. I think they have at least 6 or 7 electoral votes in this election, which, you know, you get a couple of those states and it's like, you know, things are shifting here a little bit. Can Murray fight the bear? I'd rather not test that. Not right now.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job with Hold in Istanbul. It was awesome.
Okay. Nope. Murray, you can't do that. Okay, let's double jump properly. Most of these swing states are pretty prominent. It's crazy too. Illinois has 22 electoral votes, and that state was decided by about 15,000 votes. Indiana was decided about 15,000 votes. Iowa was decided by about 15,000+ votes. Missouri is a big one that was decided by about 30,000 votes. New York was the big one. And like I said before, it's becoming contested, but... Oh, steal a disguise from Murray. I just punch him. Why am I as Murray in his stealth job? Am I supposed to go over here? Oh. What the heck? Oh.
Why, if you can get the stuffed moose head without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC combat club
What the heck?
without raising any suspicion.
See, this makes more sense now. Kind of. A ruby. But New York was the big one. That one, there's a lot of state conventions or state. What's the word? There's a lot of like, hey, there's this on the up and up because New York decided literally by 1,000 votes, and that quite literally is what swings this election. But it also makes sense because he is the governor, or not the governor. Wait, was he the governor? Cleveland was the governor of New York, and really was a New York politician. So I mean, of course, he's gonna have New York on at least relative lockdown. Now, do you have anything in... Nope, you don't have anything in your back pocket. Might as well.
Murray, heads up.
All of that just for that?
Hey, fellas. Any of you guys think you can beat the Merc?
This was a very hotly contested election.
Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for
I would also say this is probably the first election in a very long time that Virginia slowly stops becoming a prevalent state.
Combat drones
Um,
skill to control. Steer with the left analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
what the?
You won, eh? But I ain't got no money. That might be okay. It all depends.
Depends on what?
On whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light Battery.
No.
What the?
Yes, I owe ya.
Just giving up valuable information like that.
After reading through the log shopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blip.
Interesting plan,
First, we'll short the
Benton.
battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this
That
plan
would
has
not
a
be good. How do you get a
97%
picture of Sly
chance of
being
success.
shocked like?
Very
Okay,
good, huh?
whatever. Well, we're gonna end this part right here, guys. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Again, God bless. Thank you for watching me go insane there for a second. Until then, we'll continue on soon. We'll finish this election right after. Later.